Hey, what's up everyone? How's everyone feeling today? This is Mark Perry back at you with another video. In today's video, I want to share with you how you can make $5,000 to $10,000 less than 30 days by wholesaling a house for free. You know, all this information will be for free. You don't have to go out there and market for none of these properties. So I'm going to discuss that in my experience of what I did when I was able to accumulate my first $5,000 by wholesaling a property with no money out the pocket, finding a deal for free, and then just connecting the buyer and the seller. So that's today's topic. I want to dive right in. So now you understand that the number one thing that you have to understand is that you have to believe it's possible for you to make $5,000 to $10,000 less than 30 days. If you've always been working a job or if you're doing the real estate part-time, it can sometimes be challenging because you never experienced $5,000 in 2 weeks, or you never experienced $10,000 in 2 weeks. So you have to believe that it's possible for you first before you can jump out there and start making these phone calls. So let's talk a little bit about how do you find a lead and how do you find a lead for free? Now, one of the things that I did from my experience is how I found the lead was I normally got on Craigslist. So when you get on Craigslist, you want to type in, let's say if you're let's say here in Missouri, if you're in St. Louis or Kansas City, you could type in for sale by owner on Craigslist in the city and state you're in, the city you're in. So you go there, you type in for sale by owner on Craigslist, it'll pop up, you click on it, and then once you'll see that, you'll see all these properties that are for sale by owner. Now, either they're for sale by owner or another wholesaler got some, and the wholesaler is looking to sell that property as well. But I'm going to go deep into that here in a moment. So what you want to do is when you go to Craigslist, and Craigslist is free, when you go to Craigslist, what you want to do, now it's going to require a little bit of work. You want to be able to have a script, which if you need a script, just let me know. I could put a script in the description below. But if you need a script to talk to these sellers, you definitely want that, or and some of the questions that you can ask, it's not nothing crazy. You just want to kind of know, how long they had the property for, what's the square footage on the property, how many bedrooms and baths, how much repair they did, and then also, is there any deferred maintenance you have to do that they know of, and then you just get to the bottom dollar. How do they owe a mortgage on it, or do they own it free and clear? So you can get all this information. Then when you get lower and lower, you'll ask, okay, it looks like a pretty nice house. Why are you selling it for? What's the reason? And then you just be quiet and you just listen. And then you can kind of see the motive. If the motive is, well, we're just trying to put the property up there, we're waiting to get our other house built, and we're just listing this one. Right there that they're not motivated. But if they say something like, hey, look, me and my wife are getting transferred, we have to go to another state for another job, we're looking to sell this as soon as possible. That right there, that they're motivated. So you just want to kind of listen and see where their motivation is. That's the goal. You want to see where their motivation is, and you want to make sure that they're motivated, because if they're not motivated, then you're going to be wasting your time. So just listen a little bit and just see where their motivation is. So what you want to do is you want to have that script, but you also want to make sure that you're talking to each seller. So if you see a couple of properties on there, just go by each one. Keep doing it. Now that requires a little bit of work, like I mentioned, but the more you keep doing it, the more something's going to stick. So you want to continue to believe as you do it, but also just talk to the sellers, talk to individuals. Now, if you come across a wholesaler that has a property, you can just tell them like, hey, look, I got a big buyers list. Can I shop this property to my buyers? And what's the wholesale fee? Let's say if the wholesale fee is $8,000. If they're willing to split that $8,000 with you, they make $4, you make $4 by you bringing a buyer, then that's a win-win. And I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about the buyers here in a moment, how you can get the buyers for free. So from a seller's perspective, you wanna get on Craigslist. You can also get on Zillow. I got on Zillow and I also got on Craigslist. So I was able to find these for sale by owners because they had the properties listed. And a lot of times, most people, and I'm letting you know right now, don't be discouraged. Most people are not willing to sell at a discount. So you have to keep that in mind. Most people are not willing to sell, but if you continue to keep doing it, you continue to keep calling people. Let's say if you did this for a whole week, something will stick in that week. You might get a lead in that week. If you did it from Monday to Friday, like, I'm gonna take 2 hours of my day and just call and talk to sellers. I'm gonna get something sticking in that week. You know, that's the goal, to get somebody to get a deal under contract. And if you're looking for contracts as well, I know ways you can find contracts. You can get online and find a contract. You just want to make sure if you get a contract, you want to make sure you check it out with your attorney to make sure everything is good. I also have contracts as well. So if you want to be able to get that lead, you want to make sure that you're persistent and consistent with it. So let's say if your goal is like, okay, well, I'm gonna go the whole week and just take about 2 hours of my time, go the whole week and just talk to motivated sellers, and trust the process and know that something's going to work out. You put it on the contract, and then when you put on the contract, we're gonna go into the buyer. So let's say if you found the deal in that week, you put it on the contract. What you do is, and this is how you find the buyers, and this is the easiest way you can find buyers. What you do is, if you have Facebook, all you do is you just type in real estate. Let's say if you got a property in Kansas City and you got it under contract with the seller, and let's say if you don't have any buyers that'll buy it, you don't have anybody. The best way that you can find buyers is go to Facebook, and when you go to Facebook, you want to type in Kansas City real estate investors. And when you type in Kansas City real estate investors, there are going to be groups that's going to pop up. There's going to be networking groups. You want to go to those groups and you want to get invited to all those groups. And then once they accept your invitation and you're now invited to the group and you can post up the properties, now you go into the group and you post up the property. You'll say something like, deal alert, this property is located over here, 3 bedroom, 2 baths, 1,000 square foot, you know, and then you can put the description down, you know, wholesale price is at this price. If you're interested, feel free to send me an email or drop a comment below. And I guarantee you, if you do that, you'll start to see 20 to 30 individuals send you a comment. That's all your buyers right there. You take all those emails and you put this deal together. You take all those emails and then you send it out to all those emails, all those individuals for more detail. And somebody will bite at it if it's a good opportunity. So I didn't discuss today, and this is just for another video. I can talk more about, you know, what you need to pick these properties up for, but just go out there and search it and go out there and just talk to the sellers. The easiest way is, like I said, get on Craigslist, get on Zillow, put the deal on the contract, find someone that you know, or find a contract online to where you can put the deal on the contract. And then once you have it on the contract, then you go to Facebook, and you go to these groups, and then you put the description of that property in the groups. You just tell them where the property is, where it's located, here's the asking price. And I guarantee you'll have a lot of buyers that's going to comment on that. You know, so these are free ways that you can actually connect with the seller and also connect with the buyers. You put those 2 and 2 together. If you got it for a great deal, you're making anywhere from, you know, $5,000 to $10,000, depends on the deal, depends on the motivation, but you can make that within less than 30 days, because a lot of times when buyers come in, let's say if it's, you know, especially here in the Missouri area, St. Louis, Kansas City, let's say for instance that, you know, these properties here that you'll make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 quickly, a lot of times they're the cheaper houses. They're the $20,000 homes, the $30,000 homes. A lot of times buyers just come in and they pay cash for them. They don't do no inspection or anything. They see the value, they see the ARV, they see what they got to put into it, and then they'll just say, okay, great, we can close in 15 days. Okay, great, we can close in 20 days. So you put that bad boy in the contract, you send the assignment fee, which is an assignment fee that you're going to make. You send that to the buyer, and then the buyer signs it. You take those to the title company. They're at the title company. Title company do their job, check for liens and so forth. And 15, 20 days, you'll have this deal closed, and you can make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, depends on the deal. But that's how easy and simple it is. You don't need no money out the pocket when you're looking at these deals, because you're just going to put them on a contract with the seller with no money down, no earnest money, no nothing. You're going to put them on a contract, and then you're going to sign that deal over to that buyer that you found on Facebook. The buyers that are rehabbers, landlords, fix and flippers, whatever. You're going to assign that over to them. The goal is to find a good opportunity and a good deal. So I hope this video helps. Let me recap real quick. So what you want to do, how you get into this for free, is the first thing you want to do is get on Craigslist, or you want to get on Zillow. What you do is, and it's going to require a little bit of work, you just want to call these sellers. You want to call them. If they're going to say no, 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 you just keep going until something sticks. Then after that, once something sticks in that week, you put that deal on a contract. You have it on a contract now. Now you go to Facebook. You go to Facebook, you go into St. Louis real estate investors or Kansas City real estate investors or Kansas City landlords or St. Louis landlords, either or, you can do any of those. You go in there, you go to the groups, you get invited to the groups, they accept your invitation. Now all of a sudden you're posting this deal up on social media to get it sold. A buyer gets with you in a couple days later. Hey, I want this deal. Can we put on the contract? Great. You get them to sign the contract. You send it over to the buyer, and then the buyer signs. Now all of a sudden you're officially under contract with the buyer and the seller. Those go to the title company. Title company do their work, and the next thing you know, you're closing and you make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. So it's really simple, really easy. I'll shoot another video about the numbers of what you need to pick these properties up for if you're wholesaling them or if you're going to rent them, if you're going to sell it to a landlord as well, like kind of what the rents need to be and rehab and so forth. So I'll do another video about that, but I just wanted to give you a broad understanding that this is possible. You can definitely close deals this way, and it's free. You don't need no money out the pocket. You could go do this like right now. You can go do this right now. So I hope this video helps. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe and like to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting a lot of videos up about how you can create value in the marketplace and how you can wholesale some of these deals and also wholesale commercial deals. And also as well, I don't have my book today, but go check out my book on Amazon, Shifting Your Mind from Poverty to Prosperity by Mark Perry. Check out the book. The book is a great read. It teaches you how to develop a prosperity consciousness to where you can have more abilities and more prosperity flowing into your life easy and effortlessly without you doing a lot of hard work. So that's all I got for you guys. That's all I got for you guys today. And I hope to talk to you soon, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.